Hello, and welcome back to another Tuesday Night Light. Hope y'all are doing good, thawing out. You know, we're kind of over the Snowmageddon thing. And so excited to have you here listening to some Tuesday Night Light. Today, this morning, during my devotional time, man, God just smacked me with a passage I've read so many times that just hit me in a brand new way. And it's in Ephesians 2. And a lot of y'all know this as the by grace alone, through faith alone, and the but God chapter, and this is part of what I'm going to read. But I also saw, so in verse 4 is the but God part, and then verse 13 is the but now part. So the but God and the but now, and it just hit me this morning in a new way. It's so cool. The Living Word does that, just hits you in a new, fresh way. And so I'm going to read through, not the whole chapter, but close. I'm going to kind of jump around. I'm just going to start in verse 1 of Ephesians 2. And you were dead in the trespasses and sins in which you once walked, following the course of this world, following the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that is now at work in the sons of disobedience, among whom we all once lived in the passions of our flesh, carrying out the desires of the body and mind, and were by nature children of wrath, like the rest of mankind. But God, being rich in mercy, because of the great love with which he loved us, even when we were dead in our trespasses, made us alive together with Christ. By grace you have been saved. To verse 8, by grace you have been saved through faith. This is not your own doing. It is a gift from God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. And then skipping to that but now in verse 13. But now, in Christ Jesus, you who were once far off have been brought near by the blood of Christ. I love that. You who were once far off have been brought near by the blood of Christ. For he himself is our peace, who has made us both one and has broken down in his flesh the dividing wall of hostility. Down to verse 19. So then you are no longer strangers and aliens, but you are fellow citizens with the saints and members of the household of God. God comes in our darkest hour and brings his light. And he doesn't just do it and then go away. No, we were far off and we're brought near and we become citizens of the household of God. And I thought this passage just leaned in so well into the song I wanted to share with y'all off the album. If y'all don't know, the album is going to include some songs from my grandparents' vinyls. They were Croatian gospel singers, and so they had some of these vinyls of recording themselves singing these classic hymns. And this one will be my grandma singing "What a Friend We Have in Jesus." And I thought it's so appropriate because we have but God being rich in mercy because of the great love with which he loved us. And but now in Christ Jesus, you who were once far off have been brought near by the blood of Christ. What a friend we have in Jesus. Here it comes.
piše druga tako, koji s nama snosi sve. Isus na svu nemoć svako čuje naše molitve. Da li ste tužni i očajni, zabrinuti da li ste vi, Gospod će vam radost dati, kad god ste na molitvi. Da li vas ikad ko prezire, kažite to Gospodu. On svakoga podupire, daje svima pobjedu.
Man, isn't her voice just so good? I love it, and I love the message. What a friend we have in Jesus. Y'all, no matter where you are in your walk with him, if you feel like you're a little wayward going, you have a friend in Jesus to go to. Turn to him. We were once far off, but we have been brought near, and he will continue to bring us closer and closer with him. We need only surrender our idea of what life looks like, our idea of what we want, and trust in him for it. Thank you all so much. Still need support for the album, so if you want to look at the link in the bio, you can support through there. Getting really close to recording and releasing it, and super excited for it. Thank you all so much for your support. Like it, share it, let someone know. All right, Tuesday Night Light, out.